Hi. So I'm offering a short evening, sort of pre-bedtime sequence tonight, and um, I wanted to offer you some suggestions if you alter the practice in any way, which you should, if it do what feels good for your body. Um, I want you to really think about choosing poses that are not going to engage too much leg or core butt work that will kind of wake you up in a grounded way, and you don't want to be wide-eyed and bushy-tailed at 3 a.m. so so if you add poses, make sure that they keep you nice and chill. Okay. You want to really focus on keeping things slow and holding postures for a longer period of time, or if you're doing a flow, which I think we're going to start with a short flow, you want to really think about connecting your breath with your body, okay? So letting your breath lead your movement rather than the other way around, all right? We'll go through the flow initially, and I'm going to describe each pose, and then I want you to just kind of move with your breath, and if that's out of sync with me, that's totally fine. Okay? Happy resting. So I want to start an easy pose, and we're just going to do a neck stretch. I'm going to face you, so you can come to the top of your mat and ground your sits bones into the floor. You can drop your left palm to the floor, inhaling your right arm up, exhaling it down, and just letting the weight of your hand come to the left side of your head, bringing your right ear toward your right shoulder, but allowing your right shoulder to fall. So you're just exhaling, maybe from the back of the throat with a letting go breath, like you're fogging up a mirror. And you're not forcing your head down, you're just letting with every exhale, seeing if gravity carries it a little deeper into the pose. Maybe rocking your chin forward or back to see if you can find the sweet spot or the spots, plural, that need some attention. Drawing your in-breath into the spaces in your neck that feel really kind of tight. Inhaling, your hand and your head come up. Exhaling, your right hand down to the floor. And we're going to do, the same thing on the right side. So, right side of your neck. Inhaling your left arm up. Exhaling, allowing just the weight of your hand to guide your left ear toward your left shoulder, but allowing your left shoulder to fall away. Rocking your head forward and back a little bit, just to kind of ease into the pose and find the places that need your attention. And your next inhale, bringing your palm up and your head up, and then your arm down. Doing a few neck rolls, side to side, and a few shoulder rolls back. And then rolling forward a few times. And we're going to do a short flow, very short. I'm going to go through it one time a little bit slower so we know how to get into each pose, okay? So you're going to come into table pose. Your wrists are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Your tops of your feet are down, okay? We're going to start in table pose. So your spine should be straight. You should be looking at the floor, okay? On your inhale, you're going to inhale here. And on your exhale, you're going to, if you can go into traditional child's pose, which is just knees together, or you can, if you're like me and you have belly and boobs, you need space and it's more comfortable, bring your toes together and your knees apart and shift back into a wide-legged child's pose. That's your exhale. On your inhale, you come back to table. And then on your exhale, you're going to shift into downward facing dog. So you can step your hands forward a little bit, tuck your toes, push your butt to the sky, look at your legs. Hollowing out your armpits, okay? So kind of wrapping your upper arms outward. Spreading your hands nice and wide, so you're pushing into your palms, you're pushing into your fingertips. Your heels are coming toward the floor, and if you need to stretch out, you can walk your dog by pedaling your heels to the floor one at a time. And we're just going to take a couple breaths here as we stretch out after a long day. On your next inhale, you're going to come down to table, exhaling into child's pose. Inhaling to table and exhaling to child's pose. Inhaling to table, exhaling to child's pose. Inhaling to table, exhaling to child's pose, or to downward facing dog, sorry. So coming down to table and then down to child's pose. And we're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Allowing yourself to sink further into the pose with every breath. Surrendering your day to the mat. Noticing where your body wants to grip. And just seeing if you can give it permission to let go. Okay? On your next inhale, I want you to walk your hands over to the right side of the mat. And see if you can create a stretch from your left hip all the way to your left hip all the way to your left pinky. Breathing into that side and exhaling. Walking your hands to the middle and then to the other side of your mat. Creating that same line from your right hip all the way to your right pinky. Breathing into the right side of your body. Walking your hands back to the center of your mat, and we're going to shift onto your bottom and then onto your back. And if you are someone who has a strap. I should have told you this at the beginning. You can use a strap, you can use an old tie, you can use a belt, like a floppy belt. If you don't have one, I'll show you how to do that too, okay? So it's not a big deal. You're gonna come onto your back, adjust your clothes as you need to. We are going to first bring our knees into our chest and just make some circles with your knees. Massaging that low back. And then going in the other direction. And then you're going to grab your strap if you have one. Leave your left knee bent if you like that. You're going to wrap your strap around your right foot. Or if you don't have a strap, just grab your leg where you have access, okay? So it could be the back of the thigh, it could be the back of the shin. And you don't want to feel straining. You should be able to comfortably grasp without feeling a lot of pain. If you need to create a micro bend in your knee, that's totally fine. Or maybe it's not just a micro bend, maybe it's a real bend, okay? If you have a strap, you can grab it here and just kind of bring your shoulders down. You don't need to have your arms up. You can bring them down here, okay? If you want a little bit more intensity, you can straighten your left leg. And you're just gonna stay right here or wherever you feel the stretch. On the inhale, elongating, and on the exhale, see if you can deepen the stretch a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And if not, maybe it's just staying right where you are, and that is totally fine. We're going to take 3 breaths here. And then bending that left leg, you're going to bring your left foot to the midline and let your left knee fall out to the side. As you allow, you grab on with the right hand to your strap, or you can, again, you can use this right arm to support your right leg if you need to. We're going to come out to the side, okay? And then just to make sure you're not overstretching and you're kind of taking your time, you can prop this right arm on the floor and allow that leg to come out to the side. And you're just using this left leg out to the side as a counterbalance so that you keep both hips on the floor. Elongating with every inhale and exhaling a little bit more deeply into the pose. On your next inhale, you're going to grab the strap with your left hand, bring that right foot up to the ceiling, and then we're going to lower that foot and switch legs. So again, you can keep the right leg bent or you can keep it straight for this initial stretch. So noticing the asymmetries in your body and just acknowledging that it's totally fine and normal, despite the fact that we always want things to be the same or perfect or whatever. So on your inhale, again, you can grab your thigh, grab your calf with your arms, but try to keep your shoulders grounded to the floor. And it's totally okay if you need to bend that knee, okay? Just straightening that leg on your inhale and exhaling, deepening the stretch. Maybe taking some letting go breaths here from the back of your throat. Letting go in your shoulders and your jaw and your brow line as you go. And then on your next inhale, bringing that right foot up and tipping the right knee out to the side while you allow that left leg to come out to the side. I'm running into a furniture obstacle, so just create the space that you need. And allowing that leg to come out to the side to wherever it feels safe and comfortable for your body. You should not feel any sharp pains. Breathing it into the spaces that feel intense. On your inhale, bringing that leg back up to midline, removing your strap. You can place your strap off to the side. We're going to come into a twist, a reclined twist. So I want you to bring your heels up toward your bottom, and you're going to shift your hips to the left. And then your arms come out to the side, and you're going to tip your knees over to the right. And then if you're capable, if it's safe for your neck, you're going to tip your head to look out over your left arm. With every exhale, allowing yourself to be held more by the floor, the ground, allowing yourself to surrender and notice those places where your body wants to hold on. So your shoulders are a big one usually. Your bottom might be one. Your eyebrows and your jaw. Just remembering to kind of let go and remind your body it can let go. The day is over. What's done is done. It's time to rest. On your next inhale, bringing your knees up to midline. And then we're going to shift your hips to the right, tipping your knees over to the left, gazing out over your right hand or your right arm. And just relaxing, giving yourself permission to relax, to let go. noticing the sound of your breath and the feeling of your breath in your body. On your inhale, bringing your knees up to the ceiling, and then I'm going to sit up, but I want you to lay down. So go ahead and lay down. We're going to get into Savasana. So in Savasana, you can do legs up the wall. If you're not on your period, if you're not bleeding, we don't want to encourage blood to go in when it needs to come out. But if it's comfortable for you, legs up the wall can be incredibly restorative. So you would sit next to the wall, if the wall's right here, and then swing your legs up like that. Or you can lay down on the floor if you like something under your knees to support your low back. You can do that. And if you could use like a towel or a pillow or something like that, or a blanket. If your low back is bothering you and you don't have anything to put underneath you, you can do your legs in constructive rest. So your feet come out to the edges of the mat, your knees come together, and that will help support your low back, but you don't have to work so hard to keep your legs up. So you're going to lay down, your arms are going to come out at about a 45-degree angle. Sometimes I like them a little wider. Your palms are up. Your shoulders are going to be tucked back underneath you. Okay? If your legs are outstretched, then you can kind of tuck your tail between your legs a little bit, and that'll support your low back. Your feet come out to the side, so you can just let them fall. And this pose is designated for rest. Okay? So you're noticing first breathing into your belly. I'm going to sit up so you can hear me, but I want you to keep your eyes closed if you're comfortable. I want you to breathe into your belly, blowing it up like a big balloon. And then exhaling, blowing like you're blowing through a straw. So you're just really slowly deflating that balloon. We're going to do that 3 times. Now I want you to allow all the muscles in your face to relax. Your forehead, your brow line, your cheekbones, your lips, your jaw. Moving down your neck, relaxing. Any gripping there in your shoulders. And if you have parts of your body that want to hang on and you can't seem to let them go and let them stay relaxed, just offering them a little bit of compassion, to some degree. That's all of us, right? We hang on to things, we try to let them go, then we keep hanging on to them and perseverating about them, and so it's just our body reflecting that back to us. So just try to have some compassion for your body. Meet it where it's at. Relaxing your arms, your hands. Breathing into your chest and opening up your chest cavity and your rib cage with your breath. Taking your breath down into your pelvic bowl. Opening it up. And then deflating. Breathing into your thighs. And your calves. feet. Breathing into your back body. Breathing into your front body. Breathing into the right side of your body. Breathing into the left side of your body. Breathing into your whole body, holding that whole body. Blowing it up like a balloon and exhaling. I'll watch the clock and I'll give you a minute to just rest without my voice. Just noticing what your mind wants to do and then bringing your attention back to your body when you notice you might have wandered.